Guys, Christian Pumba back to you with another video. Uh, we're gonna cover some live cold call recordings that I have personally called upon some home sellers, and so I have about six contacts or six recordings here that I'm gonna walk you through each one. We're gonna listen to them, and I'm gonna break them down um, so you can see how I do it and what tips and strategies you can pick up on. And I hope this gives you some value, guys. Um, hit the like, hit the subscribe, all that. If this helps. So real quick, so let's walk through the first one. So we have Gloria. I should probably block out these numbers. That's why I had my files there. So all right, so we're gonna call Gloria, and this one is Gloria right here.
Hello, Gloria.
Alrighty, before I dive into it, guys, so I have a little description of here. So it wasn't her, but good lining up of questions. Look for opportunity, even if it is the wrong person, and listen to how soft the tone is. Okay, guys. So oftentimes, each contact has about anywhere from 5 to 10 numbers associated with that contact, and your dialer or how you call, you're gonna run through every number to see, if you get to the right person. And oftentimes you come across the wrong number, but that doesn't mean that that person doesn't know the actual seller or the owner. So take hear hear this audio and let's see what I don't even remember some of these, but so good lining up of questions and it's the wrong person. Yeah, so even if it's the wrong person, I'm asking questions of how can I get in contact with them? Do you know them? Are you familiar with this address? Really exhausting it. So let's go ahead and let's see what's up.
Yes. Hey, how's it going, Gloria? This is Christian. How are you? I'm doing well. Great, great to hear. Yeah, Gloria, I was calling real quick because I came across a house here in Jacksonville on Mosley Street. I believe you own 1839. No, sir. Oh, okay. I wasn't. I guess I have the wrong Gloria. Is this Gloria Anderson? Yes, but I don't own a house here in Jacksonville. I co-own with my mother, but no house on Mosley Street. No. Oh, okay. And she probably would be the one you would be calling, cause I. Oh, okay, okay. Are you guys both named Gloria? Yes. Oh, okay. I could. Okay, so maybe she's the one with the one on most.
So yeah, getting to the bottom of it. A lot of times, like I've said in a previous video of mine, that sometimes, you get in contact with junior or senior, and they may not directly own it, but that's the mother or the father. So you can see I'm asking, oh, is this Gloria? Is this Gloria Anderson? And then she talks about her mom. I ask, hey, do you guys have the same name? And look, they happen to have the same name. So I'm guessing to look for the mom. All right, so let's see how the rest of it goes.
No, she doesn't live on Mosley, and she doesn't own anything on Mosley. Oh, okay, okay. Well, I guess while I have you here, my name is Christian, like I said, and I invest in properties out here in Jacksonville. Do you have any that you might consider selling? No, we only have one property, and no, that's what you guys say. Family. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah. I hear you. Alrighty, sounds good, Lord.
All right, guys. So you see, I really exhausted that one. This was probably a day where I was having trouble getting leads, and I was literally just, trying to, beat up every lead. So yeah, so I was asking. You saw, I was trying to get to the right person. I mentioned the address to her, see if she's familiar with it. The name, you get me. It turns out it was her mother's property, but they co-own it, and it's the family house the one that they have in Jacksonville. So even if it's not the address, she mentioned that she had another house that she co-owns with her mom, but it wasn't the address that we said. So, hey, Gloria, while I have you here, um, do you have any house here in Jacksonville that you're looking to sell? Um, and she said no, but at least if you don't ask, you won't know. So, that was the first one, and just to see in how tone of my voice, it was our yeah, the soft tone of the voice kind of like eases things up a little bit. So let's look at the next one. We got Howard. Good conversation. Good conversation with qualifying questions. Was testing his motivation because he was asking for too much money. So you're gonna come across that a lot. So let me find Howard here. So let me call Howard. Actually, I'm getting a call from a lead. Let me see if this is our guy. No, okay, it's not. All right, I was expecting a call. So let's go back to our live cold call recordings. All right, Howard. So let's pull up Howard real quick. And guys, the objective with these leads is you want to qualify them. So if they're asking for too much money, because you're starting off your script like, hey, have you considered an offer? Have you considered selling? Oh, how much are you gonna give me? I want $1 million. So I'm not sure if this was the case, but let's see how it goes with Howard.
Hello. Hey, Howard. How's it going? This is Christian. How are you? I'm all right. Great, man. Yeah, real quick, Howard. I was calling because I came across a house here in Jacksonville. I believe you own on Roanoke Boulevard. Yeah. 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 I wanted to see if maybe you consider an offer on the house. Edgewood. No. This house I've been around for. I've been in this house for 45 years. Okay. How much? I want 225,000 for it.
I want 225,000. I think when I was looking at it, that was way above market value. So I go on to testing his motivation. At first he says, "No, I'm not looking to sell. I've been here 45 years. You give me 225, I'll leave." You get me? So he's kind of putting up a front. He's kind of like feeling me out. So now we're gonna feel him out.
You want 25,000 for it? I need 225 plus I need a one-bedroom apartment. Oh, you said 225. Yeah, I've been around since 1974. Oh, okay. I mean, are you happy there, or are you looking to move out into that condo? No, well, if that's the numbers I'm gonna receive, yeah, I can move with it.
Okay, so guys, he mentioned something very important, and I'll rewind it for you. I'm not sure if you guys caught it, but in these other ones, I know I have a good mirroring and labeling technique, right? So the mirroring and labeling allows the homeowner or the caller, the other guy on the other end, to open up. It shows that you've been listening, and mirroring is just basically how it sounds. You match, their tone of voice, their body language in this case. How they're speaking, how fast they're going, and labeling their emotions, assuming what they're feeling, and then attaching a label to it. So then so a labeling sounds something like, oh, it sounds like, it seems like, it looks like, and then you kind of fill in the blank at the end. If you're assuming they're getting upset over the phone, it sounds like you're getting angry, and then they'll explain why, so those are little techniques. So you'll see he mentions a number, and I'll repeat the last couple things he said. Also, you're looking for 225, and then he goes on to say, oh yeah, 225. I've been around here for 45 years, and I want to move into an apartment. Bingo, apartment. We're gonna.
What was the number again? 225,000. Oh, okay. Yeah, man, 225. I mean, I'm looking here. It's 900, like around 900 square feet, almost 1,000 square feet. No, it's like 14. How much? I want 225,000. No,
Okay.
No, this house I've been around for. I've been in this house for 45 years. Okay. How much? I want 225,000 for it. You want 25,000 for it? I need 220.
Right there, guys. So that's a technique with mirroring. We want to mirror and label. So he's asking, oh, I want 225, and then he stopped, and then I repeat the last couple things he said. Oh, so you're looking for 225? I just repeated what he said, and now he's going on to explain why he wants the 225, and this is where his motivation comes out.
Plus, I need a one-bedroom apartment.
Plus, I need a one-bedroom apartment. Why does he need a one-bedroom apartment? Why is he looking to sell? That's what my next line of questioning should be. I don't remember, but let's see.
Or you said 225. Yeah, I've been around since 1974. Oh, okay. I mean, are you happy there, or are you looking to move out into that condo? No, well, that's the numbers I'm gonna receive. Yeah, I can take. What was the number again? 225,000. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, man, 225. I mean, I'm looking here. It's 900, like around 900 square feet, almost 1,000 square feet. No, it's like 1,400 square feet. Oh, okay. Yeah, the house I'm looking at is 4651 Roanoke Boulevard. Is that the one? Yeah, yeah, that's the one.
So, guys, my next line of questioning is after I've, sort of qualified the motivation, now my other qualifying questions. We got the motivation. We want to know the condition and we want to know the timeline. We want to know if this is a house that we can remodel, and we want to know when they're looking to sell so we can present an offer according to their time frame. So now I start to ask, um, those qualifying questions to really test his motivation. Is he really looking to go into his apartment?
Okay, okay. No, I have it here pulled up on Zillow. It's telling me like 920. But so you're telling me no, it's like 1,400 square feet. I mean,
So I'm qualifying the condition of the house. So Zillow told me it's 900 square feet. Now he's telling me it's 1,400 square feet. We want to note this down because he might have made an addition. He's been there for 45 years. So that's a possibility. We want to know these things because we can leverage that information to presenting an offer and providing the right solution for him.
I'm looking here. It's 900, like around 900 square feet, almost 1,000 square feet. No, it's like 1,400 square feet. Oh, okay. Yeah, the house I'm looking at is 4651 Roanoke Boulevard. Is that the one? Yeah, yeah, that's the one. Oh, okay, okay.
Qualifying.
No, I have it here pulled up on Zillow. It's telling me like 920. But so you're telling me it's 1,400? You said? Yeah. Okay. And is it still a 3-2 or? Yeah, it's a 3-2, but it got a add-on. Back area, you got a whole you got probably a couple of 100 feet of. Okay. Just an add-on. Then you got yeah. Okay. Okay. Hey, sounds good. Well, look, this is how I work. I mean, I want to propose an offer, and it'll be cash. I don't charge any commissions or anything like that. I mean, and what I offer you is what you'll take in your pocket. I'll take care of the closing and everything. Do you think you can work anything better on the 225? I mean, I've told you, I've been in the house. I've been going to this house for 4 to 5 years. Okay. No, I hear you. Yeah. Yeah. So it would take a lot to get you out of there, huh? Yeah. Okay. Because how I look at it is.
So yeah, more mirroring and labeling. So what did I say there?
25. I mean, I've told you, I've been in the house. I've been going to this house for 4 to 5 years. Okay. No, I hear you. Yeah. Yeah. So it would take a lot to get you out of there, huh?
Again, labeling. It would take a lot to get you. It seems like you've been there a while, and you might really not be looking to sell. You get me? You make these assumptions, and you mirror, you label them, and then they'll give you what they're really thinking. They contemplate it.
Yeah. Okay. Because how I look at it is I either remodel it, touch it up a little bit and rent it out. All that I've been doing. I just put about 40,000 in. All that I've been doing. Oh, really? Yeah, all that's been remodeled. Yep, but you got to remodel less than a year. Awesome, man. Awesome, because that's the main thing I'm concerned with. If there's any, have you done any updates to the kitchen or the bathrooms? Everything. All the plumbing's been updated. The roof.
So this is good. Now I'm qualifying the condition of the house. And he's saying it's all remodeled. So this should ring an alarm. Like, hey, look, this is probably not the guy. He's asking for too much. He's asking, market value. If that, I believe when I was looking at it, was above market value, even for the updates that he made. So, just really want to qualify these leads. Get down to the bottom. You're gonna hear that a lot, and sometimes when they have a high number, it doesn't usually matter. So that's why I dig into the motivation, the timeline, and what they're really thinking. Um, so that was a good one. We'll go ahead and move on with Mary. This one, good wrong number rebuttal. So this is probably real short and sweet. So let's go, Mary.
Hello, Mary?
No, you have the wrong number.
Oh, I wasn't sure if I had the right number or not. Sorry about that. I'm trying to get in contact with a homeowner out here in Jacksonville Beach. Maybe you can help me on Ninth Avenue. You wouldn't happen to have a house here, would you?
No, sorry, wrong number.
Oh, okay. Alrighty, sorry about that.
So yeah, real quick, guys. It was a wrong number, but that's one of the ways that I use to try to get something out of them. Um, I wasn't sure if I had the right number. Put yourself in a vulnerable position. That's what will get them to talk and be at more at ease. You saw I lowered my voice a little bit, and I was like, maybe you can help me, and kind of put yourself in that position where um, you're asking for help and stuff like that. So that was real quick, um, because you never know. She could have been like, oh yeah, that's my cousin's house. You know, it could have been something. So let's move on to Kevin. So hot lead, good conversation, good mirroring, as well as qualification. Followed the structure of the script. Okay, so let's go to Kevin. So this is actually a lead I got the other day.
Hey, Kevin?
Hello.
Hey, Kevin, what's going on? This is Christian. How are you?
Hey, what's happening?
Not much, man. I was just calling real quick because I came across a house here in Jacksonville. I believe you have on Town Square Court.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I just wanted to see if you've considered selling before or consider an offer on the house.
Yeah, but it's so underwater, man. It wouldn't be worth your time.
Oh, it's
I
it.
mean, yeah, it's going into foreclosure, man. They got so much balance thrown on this thing, dude. They got me trapped where I can't short sale it.
Oh, and man, that sounds tough. Have you?
It sounds tough. Be empathetic when you're on these calls. You get me? Oftentimes it sounds like a tough situation, and it is. So when you get that across, it shows that you're listening, that you care, and then they'll want to talk more. I should have. From here, I said that, and usually when you mirror and label, you want to stop and then have them proceed. In this scenario, I kept going, which is my mistake, and you'll see that he ends up talking, but I should have just sat back, and I was a little anxious.
Balance thrown on this thing, dude. Wouldn't be worth your time.
Oh, it's
I
it.
mean, yeah, it's going into foreclosure, man. They got so much balance thrown on this thing, dude. They got me trapped where I can't short sale it.
Oh, and man, that sounds tough.
Should have stopped
Have
there,
you
and I
have you
keep going.
tried like postponing the pre-foreclosure or trying to resolve it or?
Nah, because I've already had this battle with them a couple times, and that's why the balance is so high. So
Okay.
they just keep going up, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, screw it, man. Take the damn thing.
Yeah, it sounds like you've been fighting it for a while.
Yeah.
Sounds like you've been fighting it for a while. That's labeling right there. It seems like, it looks like, it sounds like, and so labeling takes two steps. It takes acknowledging what they're feeling, you know, assuming, and it's easier said than done because, you know, we have good gut feeling. If you feel like someone's getting angry, you can kind of see it coming. So you take what they say, you listen, assume what they're thinking, and then just get that across and see what they say. So it sounds like you've been working at it for some time. He says he's been fighting it for some time, and so I'm gonna say it sounds like you've been fighting it, and he'll explain more into it. Watch.
Screw it, man. Take the damn thing.
Yeah, it sounds like you've been fighting it for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not, they're a pain in the ass. That's the reason I quit paying them this time, because they put fees on from my last modification. They
Now
can't
he's
explain.
explaining. Now he keeps going.
It's it's like paying 2 extra payments a year. Like, dude, I'm not paying y'all no more. It's ridiculous. You can't explain them, and then, whatever.
So you can see, guys, he explains and he goes further into it. I didn't even ask him a question. I just assumed what he was feeling, and then he corrected me. So that's what you kind of want to get them to do. So, guys, this is 1:30. This is my time to get on my training call. I'm late with my team. But we'll resume this. There'll be a part 2 to this because I want to get the last 2. And if I call later on today, I'll probably add some more. But with that, guys, hope this helped, guys. Like, subscribe, do all that. Let's go. Keep calling, keep dialing.